translate. It'll be what?
In Greek with an English translation. So I'm going to begin this video, and we're doing the life of Christ, reading it in Greek with an English translation and then commentary. So we're in the Sermon on the Mount in the life of Christ, where he's encouraging his listeners, the would-be disciples, to follow him, to beware of practicing righteousness just to be seen by others, but do it before our Father who is in heaven. So it begins, prasekete detain dikaiasunen humon, me poien imprasten ton anthropon, prastatha athenai autois, ede mege mistan ugekete para to patri humon, to entois uranos. Beware, or give attention, that your righteousness not to do before men, to be theaterized or to be seen by them. And if not, you are not having your reward from your Father who is in heaven. In other words, don't do it. What you do in your acts of piety and religious worship just to be seen, Jesus is saying, by others. But then he goes on, verse 2, Hatan un poies ele emasunen me salpises implasten su hosper hoi hypocritai poiusin en tais synagogais kai en tais chrumais hapos daxastos en apa ton anthropon. Amen, lego humen, apekusin ton mistan auton. That is, when you do your alms, do not blow the trumpet before you, as the hypocrites are doing in the synagogues and in the streets, the narrow streets, that they might be seen by men. Verily I say to you, they are having their reward. In other words, when you give alms, don't just do it to be praised by others. I remember years ago being in a meeting where the minister was saying, how many of you have given this amount? How many this amount? And there'd be applause after each amount. And he started high and went down low. And the thing about it, that's the opposite of what Jesus is teaching. In other words, don't really do something just to be seen. Otherwise, you're going to receive your reward from those that are observing. But when you give alms, here's what you do, he said. Su depoiuntas ele e masunen me genoto he aristarasu tipoie he daxiasu. That is, when you do almsgiving or giving to charity and others, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. In other words, make it so that it's something you're doing in secret, that you don't even realize you do it, but you don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. In other words, it's something that you do between you and the Lord. That's the way we're to give and to do our alms, not to be applauded, but to do it before the Lord in secret. Hapos e suhe ele e masune into cruto, kai hapater su hablepon into cruto apadose soy. But you, whenever you do alms, that you might do your alms in secret, and your Father who is seeing in secret will reward to you. In other words, he'll give back to you. So it's not simply to be praised or to be seen, your almsgiving, but to do it to your Father who sees in secret. And I think that's true in a lot of things. On a previous video, I talked about how in today's world, everybody's looking for likes and when they do a video. And this has spoken to me. I'm the same way often, but I don't get too many when I do grammar or really much anything else. But the bottom line is we ought to be doing what we're doing for the glory of God. That's it. We do what we do because we love to do it and we were created to do it. But we do it for the glory of God. That's the end game of whatever you do. Whatever you do. Whether it's a talent the Lord has given you or a gifting, do it to His honor. That's it. And then don't worry about being applauded by people. I think this is, I'm applying it from almsgiving to any type of service that we might do for the Lord. And then he talks about prayer. Kai hatan prasucheste ug eseste hos hoi kuka kritai hate philusin entais synagogais kai entais genoniais ton plateon hestotes prasuchestai hapos phanosin tois anthropos amen lego humen apekusin tan mistan auton. That is, and when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites. Notice, for they like in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, standing to pray that they might be seen by men. I say to you, they're having their reward. That is their reward. It's not from the Lord. In other words, they would often go out and pray publicly, and they were seen as extra pious because they were doing this. And he says, Jesus is saying, no, don't do that. But you pray to your Father who is in secret. And notice verse 6. Su dehatan prasuhe, eos sethe eis ta tamean su, kai kalissas tain thuran su, prasuxai to patris su, to en to kruto, kai ha pater su, ha blepon, in to crypto, ha padose soi. But whenever you pray, enter into your room, like your closet room. And when you have shut the door, then pray to your Father who is in secret. And your Father who is seeing in secret will reward you. So don't go out and just pray, Jesus is saying, to be seen and to be applauded. And we could apply this to any religious exercise, to do it not to be seen, but to do it to obey our Father in heaven and to pray. And he's going against what is happening at that time, where there were these long, lengthy prayers outside so everyone could see. And he's saying, no, don't do that, but pray to your Father who is in secret. And we can apply it to any number of areas of life. We're to please the Lord. I'm reminded of a song, a hymn. It reads, "O Jesus, I have promised to serve thee to the end. Be thou forever near me, my master and my friend. I shall not fear the battle if thou art by my side. No wonder, nor wander from the pathway if thou wilt be my guide. But then, as we move on to some of the other uh, lines, O Jesus, thou hast promised to all who follow thee that where thou art in glory, there shall thy servant be. And Jesus, I have promised to serve thee to the end. O give me grace to follow my master and my friend. And then verse 3, O let me feel thee near me. The world is ever near. I see the sights that dazzle, the tempting sounds I hear. There's sights that dazzle, and that is often applause and so forth. My foes are ever near me, around me and within, but Jesus, draw thou nearer and shield my soul from sin. Shield my soul from any type of sin and hypocrisy. I think we could even apply it. Oh, let me hear thee speaking in accents clear and still, above the storms of passion, the murmurs of self will. Oh, speak to me, reassure me, too often or to to uh, to hasten or control. In other words, help me not to just want to control what I'm doing so others can see, perhaps, he's saying. Oh, speak and make me listen, thou guardian of my soul. And I thought this was a great old hymn that we used to sing when I was a boy. I'm going to stop there, but I'm just sort of working my way through. I'm doing a polyglot sharing in one verse at a time. Here I'm doing a short sharing from the Greek into English without the grammar. But thank you. I hope I'm enjoying this. I hope someone is helped by it. God bless and thank you.